Hello, welcome. Namron here. I wanted to do an updated video on how I get my damage so high. Currently doing 2.6 without my Rage of Bahamut active. If I turn that on, we're at 2.85 million. And just go over how I reach that and how you too can do similar increase in damage. Now, of course, I am using the World's End at a 2-star. So not everyone will be able to reach those numbers yet. That as we get more worlds and more endless swords, this will be easier to achieve. But let's go ahead and equip this, since almost anyone can get this level of a sword. Of course, there are some people that only will be able to do a 3-star if they don't have the Easy Craft pass. But with this, I'm doing 913,000, which may not seem like a lot. If we take this into endless, where it gets a 20% damage buff, you'll see real quick that that's going to jump up by 20%. So let's go on over. We're not going to do a full run. We're just going to show you what the numbers are. 1,009,000 by the looks of it. Something like that. 1.09. Which, you know, is a respectable number to reach. And there are a few different factors that come into play with that. Make sure I've claimed my keys. I have. Good. One of the main factors is going to be my aura. I have the hybrid aura, which gives me a 7% attack boost, as well as 7% health boost. So it lets me reach nearly 1 million health currently, as well as almost 1,000 base attack. And the way I get through that is through my hero levels. Now, of course, my Flame Wizard is one of my biggest attack bonuses. I would have more attack, but currently I do not have the Swordsman. We'll go over that here. Now, each one of these characters can have an ornament equipped. Currently, they do not, which means, let's put you there. Now you do. But you don't have one, which means go over here, and now you do. Now I have 1,000 base attack, which gives me a little more attack, but unfortunately attack doesn't scale very high. As you see here, for every point I get 40 attack, so essentially that's 4,000 attack, or 40,000 attack right there, just off of the attack stat. But compared to this number, 40,000 is a very small number. Your biggest damage factor is going to be your weapon damage, multiplied by crit. Let me show you what it looks like if I don't have these heroes. And that's going to take me to my next point. This is my base stats currently with my aura. Oh, no, let's go in there. Let's unequip the aura. Unequip. So now here are my current base stats. They would be lower, but I do have a bunch of heroes that I cannot remove, such as these ones, all of which have ornaments on them. But we now have 65 base crit, which means we're going to see what our real damage is like. 338,000. Let's get our heroes back. We're going to summon you. Summon you. We skip you for now. Summon you. Summon you. Summon you. Summon you. And summon you. And we'll get you when World 7 comes out. But now, let's put a point here, and something tells me, let's unequip. I think we have a bit of a bug here. There we go. So this is what our sets would look like without any point investment. Actually, oh yeah, without any point investment. We're doing almost every hit is critical. There's one. Looks like 353,000. So we gained all those points in attack. But we aren't getting anything out of it, basically. You see here, 900,000, 900, 400,000. So crit is your biggest damage boosting factor. Now, if we get our Flame Wizard, and let's go with a attack-based one. Yeah, let's go with you. 939,000. Well, we haven't even put any points in yet. We're doing 939,000. What if we put 500 for all of it? 1 million. 1 million damage, but 490,000. You see the biggest reason this gave me 100,000 boost, basically putting all those points in. But we do this. We need a 2, not an 8. We'll be at 250. We're always good at crit. Now, put all the points in. Now we're always over 1 million. In 20%, I'll start doing 1.2 million with this sword. But I don't have enough health to survive the higher waves. Which is typically why when I go into end this, I go with a full health build. I have a little less base attack, more health, so I can survive longer. And that itself is going to do more. Now, this sword does have crit damage 6 on it. So what if we put a sword that doesn't? Put this sword, no enchantments. 255,000. Let's reset again. Look for the non-crit. We'll get it eventually. That 150,000. So 150,000 with this sword right here. This sword, 444,000. Do you see the common theme here? Your sword damage is going to be the highest multiplier. And as we get to higher worlds, we will get more swords that are comparable to this one. Currently, this is the closest we have, allowing us to reach this level. Of course, there are other factors, such as your rebirth. You get slash and hero damage increase by 85% for me, the next rebirth. Currently, I'm at 84%. Now, 1% may not seem like much, but if you rebirth 30 times, you're going to get a 30% boost just from that. And it just goes up every level, every time. But rebirths, as you see here, I need 820. The more you do, the higher the requirement becomes. Your XP requirement just becomes increasingly ridiculously high. But that is another factor in determining your damage potential. Of course, the number of heroes you have. Currently, I have all available heroes except for the swordsman. Some of these have cost of Robux, such as this. You might not have these ones because of past events. You might not have this one, although that was the last event. This is the current event. You may not have some of these heroes because you might not have completed the final world yet. But as you progress through the game and you do unlock these other heroes, make sure to level each one of them up. As you can see, pretty much every hero I have is at least level 43. By the looks of it, that's my lowest, or higher. And each one is going to contribute to your overall stat bonuses. Right now, I'm getting 163 crit, 90 speed, 299 health, and 351 attack. So each one of these is, once you put an ornament on them, such as this one, their level counts as 2. So every level they have is essentially 2 levels to your character, 2 of these levels. So if I wanted to add this up, this would make me a much higher level than 800. This probably would equate to over, maybe not, I'm not sure. Oh, there's 105, 150, 205, 255, 298. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that, no. It's just way too much for something so simple. But leveling your heroes, although it does feel small, it is the biggest way to increase your numbers. And it's just ridiculous how easy it is to reach this potential with so few points invested. But if you reach, or if you invest all of your points, you don't see a very big increase. You know, if I put all my points like that, I'm now going to be doing 2.78 million. Of course, that's also with my current ornament. This is also another factor into your damage. Some people that don't spend Robux might be using this one to increase their damage. Of course, I don't have this, nor do I have this. But the wings here give me an extra 20% critical damage. If we take those off, 2.45 million currently, with all points invested into attack. Put that back on. There is one ornament I'm curious about. In terms of this one here, gives you 5% crit. So if you give me 5% crit, how soon until, let's get to 95 real quick. There, okay. Will I miss a single crit? Does not look like it. But honestly, I'd much rather use a different ornament that's going to do more. I mean, it's an interesting ornament. We'll put that other one back onto a hero. I believe it's you. There. No. There. Okay. And then we'll just put all points back in. Yeah. This is how I am currently close to reaching 3 million damage base. With World 7, whenever that comes out, I'll likely pass that. Just from the new drills that come out, I'll have more health and I'll have more damage. Because whenever you do these drills, most likely it'll go to 750. Currently caps out at 650. You'll get more health. This 1 point of health equals 525 health. Do that each time. Of course, the aura you have will affect that. And then your attack, every point is 40 points, however much it'll end up being after the next set of drills that we do. This is another very big factor to make sure your stats are as high as they possibly can be able to do this kind of damage and have this kind of health at the same time. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and comment down below. And also, please subscribe. You have a great rest of your day.